DQ, great dude, right?
Great dude.
Not just a great coach, but great dude, defensive-minded guy, D-line guy, knows the box. You learn anything new this year that you did not know from a previous place?
Ooh, I would say
Just football-wise.
Just football-wise?
Yeah. Or is it too late in the game and there's really nothing else to be? There's nothing astronomical out there. You're like, oh damn, I didn't know. Knuckles get white and pink. You know what I mean? There's nothing new out there, right?
I guess like he helped me with we kind of ran like a read 4-3 at a point in time during the season, so he helped me with that and understand how it could be beneficial and stuff like that. I'm more so of a culture type of guy with him. He's a person that made me believe in brotherhood. I never my brotherhood won games. I thought it was always talent or you have to be better scheme wise. But he really made me believe that brotherhood wins games. I will say that.
No doubt.
And speaking of that, kind of talk about, this was a special season, obviously having Jayden as a rookie there, phenomenal year. I don't think anybody before the season predicted y'all to make it as far as you did, to the NFC Championship game. What's that locker room like? Or what was it like this last year? You talk about that brotherhood, is that what you feel like kind of got you guys over the top or kind of surpassed expectations?
I definitely say so. We used to be in the locker room playing cards before meetings. So let's say first meeting is at 8 a.m. We in there at 6:30 playing cards. We in the sauna talking about life. I found out so much stuff about my teammates. Where usually you be in the sauna talk about how you don't want to be here or how tired you are, all this other stuff. And we over here talking about our families, what we're doing in the off season, business. Yeah. We're getting deeper than I've ever got with another teammate. So stuff like that. And then we get out of meetings, let's say at 6:30. We there till 9 playing cards, playing cornhole, kicking it down in the lunchroom, talking to our coaches. It's a different type of environment when it came to that building. This was my first time experiencing something like that.
And let me ask you a follow-up too, man. So kind of stay on that brotherhood side. What's Bobby Wagner like as a leader? I feel like you two kind of got kind of close this year as being like the OGs, veterans of the team on the defense specifically. He's still out there making plays, which is insane. He's been doing it for so long. But describe you got a funny or good Bobby Wagner story just throughout the season, just him being that leader role.
Bobby, one of the most oldest, youngest dudes I've ever met. Bobby, he tried to be the cool guy, but then when one of the young guys was like, "You don't know nothing about no music," he started bringing up Tupac and stuff like that. I'm like, Bobby, you too old to do that. You got to start saying Kendrick or another young LA rapper or something like that. But then he was one of those guys who you could always talk to, always answered every question, and then he would start bringing guys along on the journey. So me and him used to watch film, let's say 6:30 every day. So it started with me and him. Then the other linebackers came. Then the other young linemen came. Then it became a whole entire defense thing where we just picking each other's brain. Oh, I saw this last night in film. Or, when they get in twin personnel, they go run, stretch solid, stuff like that. So he's growing the football knowledge of everybody, and now he's bringing everybody on the journey. So I've not seen many people be able to move an entire defense to start joining early meetings. Who want to get up at 6:30 in the morning before lift and go watch film? Right. Nobody don't want to do that. You want to sleep to the last minute. You want to run in the lift at the last minute. And to get people there early, it just start changing the culture.
Gotcha. Shout out to Colony High School. My buddy coached him out here in IE, Southern California. Bobby's a SoCal legend out here. Let me ask you, Jayden Daniels, rookie of the year, obviously. How impressed have you been around? You've been in the league 9 years. You've been around probably, 20-plus quarterbacks in the league, having at least 3 on each team, right? So how impressed are you as a rookie, how mature? Because, buddies have coached him. I've known him since he was a little kid. How mature? I know he's a super mature kid as far as how he approaches the day. Still a little joker and all that shit, but he's a kid. He's very mature at his age. How impressed were you by him when you got in that locker room?
Very impressed. First, he didn't talk, and I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? Why don't he talk? Yeah. And as you start to get to know him, he warms up and stuff like that. So very impressed with him when it came to that. But just the way he handled himself on game days. You'd think he had been a 9-year vet, just very poised, very professional, was looking over plays before the game, looking over reads and stuff like that. And then his system, I think a lot of people kind of helped him build his system out. And his system is absolutely phenomenal. He's in the O-line meeting room for protection. He's in there early going over views and reads and things like that. And he's always in the building. I would get there 6:30 and he was beating me there. So I'm like, what is this dude doing? So one day I'm a nosy dude. I like to observe. I'm like, where this dude at? So I'm over here looking, and I see him going in the O-line meeting room. He's over here talking to the O-line coach, talking about what if I see this, this, and this. And then I see him leave and go down to the weight room, do a little workout. And then he's over here doing stuff. I'm like, this dude has a pretty cool process to be a rookie. And you see, it took us a long way.
Sheldon, I know Smitty got my thing is though, like this is my thing to Smitty every day. The kids that played multiple years in college and have tons of game experience, that's the guy that does what he did. CJ Stroud, Jayden Daniels, Bo Nix. I'm just saying, the experience matters. These young cats that get thrown into these teams that aren't very good to start with, that's why they draft early, because usually they didn't have a good year prior. They get these guys thrown to the wolves and expect them to be great. They only played in AR5 situation very minimal games. Like, I'm just saying, there's a true trend to this thing. And Jayden played multiple years, multiple games, went from Arizona State to the SEC and wins a Heisman and shows out. And I'm telling you, there's something to it. Like, I don't think it's just a flip of the coin. Like, there's real merit to it. And I'm just trying to – that's all I'm keep saying. I'm like, man, these guys that played multiple games, multiple years, have better success rates. I mean, it is what it is. Let me ask you, you guys lost Jonathan Allen. You got to play next to a beast. What kind of player is Minnesota getting, and how hard is it to lose him?
Oh, man, what a great, phenomenal person, and always willing to help. Like me being a 9-year vet last year with him, he was over here trying to give me game. I'm like, I'm older than you, dude. What are you talking about? So just the way you can pick his brain and very team focused, I would say that. Like, he gave Washington his all. You can definitely tell that. Like, I know it's hard for him to leave, and I'm really excited to see him in the Minnesota defense with Brian Flores and stuff like that. So,
and Smitty, before Smitty takes, I got one more follow-up for that. You lose him and you gain Laremy Tunsil, and I know guys coach him as well. Freaking nature, big-time talent, tackle. There's a reason, though. Rumors are that they got him out of Texas, Houston, for a reason. Maybe not all bought in. Their coaching staff wants a guy all bought in. Led the league in false starts. So they're like, hey, go do that somewhere else. Is there excitement in the room already, or you haven't heard yet? It's too early in the process on what he's getting. Maybe it's a new system. He's rejuvenated. Who knows? We know the talent that he is. But you lose a D tackle, you gain an O tackle. I mean, Jayden gets better. So where you at with this get?
I'm excited. I heard nothing but great things about Laremy. I heard he's a pro's pro, and I mean, when you see on Sundays, he rarely loses his pass rush reps, and on Sundays he goes. I could care less what you do Monday through Saturday. If you go on Sunday, I'm a fan. So I mean, you see him lock up the greats, Myles Garrett, the Joey Bosa's of the world. So it's like, I mean, the talent is there, like you said. And if you go on Sundays and you there every Sunday, I ain't tripping on what you do Monday through Saturday.